money in real estate is not because they buy affordable land. In this live session, I'm going to explain to you some of the basic things that makes property value increase. If you can hear me and you can see me, let me know in the comment section. Welcome back to another live session with me. And I'm super excited to have you here. So there are some things that definitely make a place increase in price and its value. And that's one of the things we are going to be talking about today. Okay, what are these things? If you can hear me, you can see me, I would like to know. Okay, just okay. I'm using the laptop, so that's why it's really, really dark. Okay, so but if you can hear me, that's all I need. I just needed to gain that clarity. So you can hear me, right? I'm using a laptop, not the phone. I had a technical glitch now, so but I have to do this. It won't be long, but oh, great, great, great! You can hear me and you can see me. I apologize. The camera is not really clear. I'm using my laptop. All right, but regardless, we have to do what we have to do, right? So, what are the things that make a property increase in its value? You want a situation where you invest in a location and most especially have value for your investments. That's what everybody wants. You want a situation where you put money in something and it's constantly increasing. That's what everybody wants, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to mention some things that may not look like it, but whenever you see those factors around a property, the value of that property will definitely increase. The first thing is road. When we talk about road, it's as minute as it sounds. It is absolutely true that road brings major development in a location and it increases the value of that location. Any government project also, any commercial hub brings development to the location or to the property. And if you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Esther and I help you buy real estate here in Abuja. And if you're looking for an opportunity of investing here in Abuja without stress, you want to invest and get value for your money, then do not hesitate to follow me or subscribe because I definitely bring value upon value here. So the earlier you subscribe and stay notified, then you get further clarities, new projects, pre-sale prices, price increases. I'll always definitely update here. So every other day, we try as much as possible to share some details here on uh, my platform where I educate about real estate because I've understood that real estate investment is something everybody wants, but just few understands how they can maximize it. Just few understand the method to which they can invest safely. And that is why I've decided to constantly share knowledge here and there to help people make informed decision when it comes to real estate. So today we're talking about how infrastructure increases the property value here in Abuja. Okay, so the first thing we are going to talk about is the infrastructure. When we talk about road, it actually brings access to a location, to a property. I believe strongly that sometimes you have an estate, but it's not accessible. You can actually sell for peanuts because it's not accessible yet. But immediately a road gets to that location, the prices definitely increases. Why? Why is that? Why does road or why does drainages, why does government presence or bridge or commercial hub bring value to an estate that will definitely increase in its price? That is what we are also talking about. And in today's question, the answer is clear because nobody wants to invest in a location that nothing is happening in. And now, if peradventure or coincidentally something like that start happening, everybody is literally or genuinely happy. And people also say that the infrastructure development in a project does not just mean that, okay, it's guaranteed that the place will open up. It's just one way or one step to the location opening up. So when that road comes, what happens is that businesses can come in and set up their businesses, shops, plazas, roadside. It will definitely get more people to walk through that path, because we're talking about property value in this case. If road passes across property, an estate, it makes that more people will toll there. It makes that more drivers will now pass there. It's now a route. People get to see the location. People now say, oh, here is opened up now. People are aware of that place. And eventually more businesses will start coming there. It may not be well set up business, but around the location, because road has passed through there, a lot of business opportunities come there. And before you know it, people want to dwell around there, people want to live there. And that is how the value of a location or value of a property starts increasing. So pay attention to locations like that, because when people now say, oh, here is nice, we can stay here, security is good, light is good, water is there, demand starts coming in. And when demand starts coming in, the price will definitely go up. That is one major reason. The second reason is infrastructure attracts people and businesses, which I've explained when I was trying to explain point one. Okay, because point one explains the accessibility, then point two explains people and businesses coming into the location. And when that thing happens, like I said, when everybody is seeking for something, it makes the project or the object feel like it is valued greatly, and that's why people now start adding further money there. Something happened in one estate we are talking or we are selling in here in Abuja, and a lot of people now started talking about this estate being super expensive or overpriced. Okay, so the estate started setting up major infrastructure, trying to pinpoint high lifestyle here in the estate, but people still genuinely feel like this property is overpriced, given the location and all that. But what people also do not see is that even bare lands that nothing is happening is can be very expensive like that. But now the estate had decided to add further infrastructure, they still kept on increasing the price. So that is one thing that makes real estate investment very interesting. So as someone who had understood real estate or you are trying to find out how real estate works, these are the reasons. The reasons how a property can skyrocket in price is that one, that location or that property is accessible. And two, the location of the property is attracting people and businesses. And when people start coming to a location, there is demand of that location. People want to settle there. People want to set up their businesses. And before you know it, the place is maxed out. There is demand there. And when there is demand, there is increase in price. Okay, that's what happens. So if you're also saying me, don't forget to let me know where you're watching. The third point, which is also the final point I'm talking about on the how infrastructure property, how infrastructure increases the property value here in Abuja. The third point is the infrastructure gives investors the boldness or the confidence to invest. I believe strongly that sometimes when you invest in something that is going on well, or when you are associated to a place that things are happening, that you want to say, oh, you know, I own something here. You are proud of it. You want to get every person you know to come and invest there. Why? Because you see that there is growth. Everybody wants that, oh, I own this and this thing is growing, right? That is the same thing when it comes to real estate investment. So a planned road is good because it's accessible, and a when it comes to drainage also, when it comes to government projects, government can set up a school, a church, a mosque, whatever, right? A commercial place, a plaza. All these things will constantly make more people to get to know that place. And it means that, oh, do you know that in this our estate we have this, we have swimming pool, we have where we can play golf. That's literally the in thing here in Abuja now. So everybody is now, if your estate does not have golf club, they're asking you, people are not putting it. Are you sure people are not putting it? Because there seems to be a standard here in Abuja now that you're not just going to be just an estate again. You have to be very intentional to ensure that you add much more than estates. You have to add things that will make the estate very attractive. That's where we are headed to now. So estate is not just about land, electricity, water, and finish. You have to be more intentional to add more to make the estate stand out. That is where we are headed to in real estate as at today. Okay, so these three reasons will literally make you, especially if you're a first time buyer or someone who always loves to invest, or you're still considering to invest, to look out for a place that has this potential. Look out for an estate that has this potential of attracting further people. Okay, because like I would always say, everyone who invests or had even asked me any question around real estate wants a place that something is happening in. You don't want a situation where you buy a land and it's just land for 2 years, for 3 years. Nothing is happening there. Okay? It's not always super a good feel. So I've listed out three things or how infrastructure increases the price value of Abuja real estate market. And it is something that everybody who is looking to invest here in Abuja should know about. All right. Bearing in mind that what we're talking about when it comes to these live sessions, which I constantly do, is that I expose to you how real estate markets works. I expose to you the locations you should focus on. I also tell you what are the things you look out for before investing. I let you know the projection rates. There are so many topics that can be shared and I can share. I'll be sharing in the live session with you. And just subscribing or following will just make a difference for you to constantly know, because when you are informed you make informed and proper decisions regarding real estate. I believe strongly that a lot of people rarely talk about the scam they face when it comes to real estate, because sometimes they feel like they didn't do their due diligence properly. So when they are scammed, they literally swallow the the hurt and the pain. They don't like talking about it because they personally understand that I would have done better. But because I felt this is too good to be true, I paid my money, I invested, and at the end of the day, it was scam. But if you constantly pay attention to these live sessions, these educational sections, and if you have questions, you can always reach me on the numbers showing in the description box. And I will definitely put you on, like help you pass through every struggle you're facing regarding real estate investment. So if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. And if you found value in this video section, and do not forget to hit the like button. That's all that is needed. All right. And most importantly, as we've learned about infrastructure, how it increases the property value in Abuja. If you're seeking for a location that has strong property value and you're looking for a place where you can buy and move in immediately, or buy and hold on for a period of time before you sell, all right, I'm also here. Use the number also so that we can help you get started. And that'll be all from my end. Do have a great evening and bye for now.